the beginning of the journey, I became very aware that we had roughly around 9,000 iPads within the trust, and they were being used very differently. Some schools were using Showbie very successfully, other schools were using other platforms a lot less successfully. What we needed was a pedagogical approach where we could use a digital strategy to improve the different teaching and learning aspects within our pedagogy. We knew Showbie would support us in providing a digital structure around a teaching and learning framework, and knowing my experience that I've had across the schools within the trust and using Showbie myself, I knew this was a perfect fit. We've got now accessible digital tools that can enhance the different pedagogical approaches. Some of our students may not have understood, or they've got a gap in their learning. Teachers are using that information to respond really quickly in the lesson.
Now teachers are using it in the moment, so they might use it to check that what they've just delivered has landed with the students, or they might use it to see if they should push on in a lesson or if they should reteach in a lesson.
Adaptive practice has increased and we've got a lot more consistency with it, as shown in our Ofsted reports. Everyone's got the one-to-one iPads. We get this 100% participation ratio, so the teachers really have an understanding of who understands what within the lessons, and then the feedback is then tailored to the areas where there's gaps or any misconceptions or errors.
Students very quickly are seeing what they understand and what they don't understand. Scaffolding is available if needed, so SEND students are supported more frequently, pupil premium students, disadvantaged students. It's almost 30 different lessons going on within the same lesson.
One of the things that has really helped myself as a director across the trust is the use of analytics. I can find where best practice is happening, and that really does support me in embedding CPD across the trust on where it's needed. And we collaborate across the trust in sharing good practice. We also deliver termly hubs as well. Staff and our colleagues at Showbie do support us, and that's really, I felt, been integral to having consistent practice across the trust.
The conversation around curriculum and assessment has massively improved. The quality is so much better with my middle leaders across the trust, and it's gone from compliance to impact.
Students have definitely commented that they feel having the lesson resources, the extra scaffolding, the assessment results, voice notes, and even just real-time feedback, it's allowed them to become more independent within the lesson and more confident as well. One of the really important aspects is the impact on attendance it has had. Because we're putting our curriculum on Showbie, they've got that at home on Showbie. That gives them the confidence then that when they do come into school, they have got that knowledge, so they don't feel like they are way behind their peers. Teachers are our most valuable resource. The time back that teachers get because of the efficiency of the system means that they're not spending time photocopying and then also taking books home to mark. Their time is repurposed in the classrooms, and the savings that it's cost has been one of the fundamental things when we were talking about our digital teaching and learning strategy. Overwhelmingly, staff mentioned that they would not want to go somewhere else now that didn't have Showbie, one-to-one iPads and the digital teaching and learning strategy that we have in our trust. I feel it's driven consistency at scale. I think it's a really user-friendly platform for teachers and for students.
The teaching and learning across the trust has massively improved, and I also feel like the students are getting better opportunities, better teaching, better resources, and it's created better independent learners. It's just had a massive impact.